Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the end of 2021 Wednesday night live slash Friday night live special Nutville edition. And we got some nuts for you. Boy, do we have some nuts for you. I am your host, Darryl Moore, the Cigar Vlogger. Welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm so glad you're here with me. Let's see who we got in here tonight. I'm going to do a quick shout out. Oh my God, a lot of you are here. Barbara, Sharon, Legit Doctorate, Elmaria, Betty, oh, Ava, Lynn. Hello, Roxanne. How you doing? Uncle Fred, Sherry, Christine, Angela, Ebony, Michelle Freeman. Welcome. I don't remember you, but welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, Lagatha, Sonia Pass, welcome. Pisces Moon, that's a new one. Hello, welcome. That I've never seen before. Marjorie, Dog Cigar. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Roxanne, how you doing? How you doing, Roxanne? Let me get my little special stuff up here. And we gone. Marcellus will be joining us momentarily. And speak of Marcellus, and he doth appear. Hello, Marcellus. How are you doing, brother?
Hello.
Hello. Roxanne muted herself. Heck, dog, my thing still ain't working right. Okay, but it's getting better. I'm gonna work on it. How
What
you
is this,
doing?
your overlay?
Yeah, I was trying to shrink it down so that when multiple people on the screen, it'll still look kind of nifty.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you use this screen, take a screenshot of the boxes and
Mm,
use that as your template, and that should help you solve the problem.
yeah, it's better than it was. So, but when I'm on the screen by myself, that'd be nice and nifty to have
Mm.
that at the bottom. So it's working itself out. It's working itself out. But anyway, how's everybody doing? It's freezing cold here. I don't know where Kim's at. I done sent this thing to Kim. Doggone it. Yep, let me cut this down because this doggone thing gonna be going off loud and proud. Let me see what she said. All right, Kim's running a little late. She said she'll be here shortly. Oh Lord, is that a wee away? Oh, let me stop. Let me mess with some of the people over here. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Anybody? Brown skin lady. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's see. I scrolled up. I didn't miss anybody. No. It seems like, excuse me. Seems like I was on point. I don't, what did she do? Roxanne, come back. Come back. Marcellus, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I'm just making sure. And when Roxanne come back up, she said she couldn't hear anything. That's because you muted yourself, Roxanne. Oh, it looked good when it's just two people. Oh, it works. It works. See?
Yeah, well, we could see it when it was three people. It was
Yeah,
just over
okay,
you.
but it was just over me and Roxanne. I was trying to shrink it down, but I'm a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. Man, so much happened today. Oh my God. Oh my God. That woman got convicted on 506 count. I can't wait. We need to talk about that tonight.
Yeah, I haven't researched it or pulled it up as of yet. I so yeah, I don't know what the situation is with that yet.
Yeah.
I sent it over to Kim in hopes that she would do a show about it at a later point.
Hmm.
And also the Dr. Dre situation.
He
Um,
lucked out. He got lucky.
he didn't get lucky. There's
Yeah, he
no
did.
luck involved. No, no, it was paperwork.
Had this happened last year. Well, we'll talk, but had it happened last year, he'd have lost $500 million.
And
He
why
just
is
lost,
that?
huh?
Why is that?
Because the divorce laws in your state in Florida are the worst.
No,
He
but
he
I
was
read that he had a prenuptial agreement, and that's what saved him.
nah.
No, that's what it
He
said.
that combined with the fact that he lost income from last year to this year.
Well, according to what I read today, they said his prenuptial agreement saved him over $300 million.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, and he was able to retain the majority of his assets, including his catalog, all of
Uh-huh.
his shares from Apple, and all of those other things. He was able to keep it, and she got none of that.
She got
Um,
$100 million. She
yeah,
ain't hurt.
well, I know $100 million is a lot of money, and it is what it is. But she didn't get what she thought she was gonna get. You know, that's how I feel. Thank God, and that's why I believe in prenuptial agreements, because this is a clear indication of why someone needed to have a prenuptial agreement.
Yeah, yeah. But that plus if he had just, not been doing what he was doing,
What, beating her up?
allegedly.
Oh well, allegedly he's beating up all his women.
Yeah.
I'm sure she know that before she entered into the relationship, but I'm sure, like most women, she thought she could change him.
Can't change him. Can't change. That's something he gotta want to do fix for himself.
Hmm.
Man. Who is that other little weird who is that other weird little boy obsessed with y'all? He had to have an IEP in school. Yeah, he's fetal alcohol syndrome. Little Darryl, alias Brian, um, special needs. Mama got rid of him at 15, daddy in and out of prison, angry at the world, looking for a father figure, low self-esteem, you name it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep. And he has a male porn fetish.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. And all I can say, shout out to the 102 of you that I know that are live here with YouTube. Please make sure that you hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so. Let me just say this. I am a grown man. I like I told everybody, I'm no longer interested in dealing with these idiots, and I'm not going to deal with these idiots, and I mean what I say.
That's right.
And if it entertains you and you want to go over there and entertain it, that's fine. But as far as I'm concerned, it's a wrap. And no one can expose me. Let's just be clear. There's nothing you can expose on me, because there's nothing to expose. I live a life of service to others. Maybe some people should try that on for life and for size, because I build communities. I don't rob them. I don't sell
Mhm.
ass in them. I don't do half of the things that these other people have done. So bottom line is, just find y'all something else to do.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry I'm a little late,
Well,
Hey.
well, well.
but I did beat Kim here. Thank you.
Heck
Yes, you
yeah.
did.
Yeah. Hey.
Can we hear it?
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can now. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sorry for being late. And I
So
make
what
sure
y'all
my
talking about?
lip sock was good.
Hmm.
What y'all talking about?
Not yet. We're waiting for you to get here. We
Darryl
want to talk
just
about
brought
that
up
woman that got
Dr.
thrown in
Dre.
jail the rest of her life, uh, setting up them girls for on that island.
Oh yeah.
Huffington Post said about what, 40 or more years? At least 40?
They're giving her 40 years?
That's
No, they said
all.
I think they said there as much as 40 or more years. At least what the Huffington Post said, unless I misread the article.
Yeah.
That's all she getting. Shoot, she lucked out. But that's
They said
basically a
it's a
life sentence at
minimum.
her age.
That's her
A
life
minimum.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because at her age, her birthday was Christmas Day.
Ooh. Mm.
And she was in jail. But I'm
Mm.
like this. Why is she and going to jail, and the people that was on the island soliciting the girls not going.
Well, she
Yet.
won't reduce time. She might tell them like she might draw them a map, draw them a diagram.
Yet. All of that remains to be seen, because they even got some one of the sons from over in England, one of the princesses.
Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Well, I know if you give me 40 years, I ain't giving you no information.
Michael
I ain't
Jordan.
telling you nothing.
Shoot, let's see who did we know based on the documentary I saw. Prince Andrew, they got him on video.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, he did? No,
I think
Chris Tucker used to go to that island.
Chris Tucker will tell us they reduced his IRS bill.
I know that's right.
He said, "The hell with all y'all."
That might be true.
The IRS gonna get their money, or they gonna get some of that, and you're gonna go to jail. One of the two, and sometimes both. Ex old girl that was the singer.
And Wesley Snipes. You see Wesley back working.
Old girl from the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. Shoot, they ain't playing. Ronald Isley. They put Mr. Biggs in prison for 5.5 years.
But he knew better though. He was cashing his brother's checks. Come on.
No, back in the days when the acts on the road, back in those days, they paid the artists in cash, and you was expected to file your own taxes. And they was at the end of the night, suitcases full of money, just passing it out.
That was one of his charges though. He was cashing one of the deceased brother's checks.
Yeah, his royalty check. Yeah.
And that's illegal. So yeah,
that's very illegal. But what got him busted all them years that they was getting paid on the road, and he wasn't claiming that income, because when them promoters paid back in the day, they used to pay you back with a check, not check, but cash money a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
So the joke was, according, I ain't gonna say no names, according to artists I knew that was back in them days, they said the promoter be passing your money on the front of the tour bus, and along the side of the bus, the dope man and the hookers was waiting for their money.
Yeah, I'm sure living life on the road though is very difficult.
Oh man, if I could only tell you. Especially if you're a comedian, after parties was interesting.
That's why Kevin on stage says when the show is over, he goes back to his go back to his hotel bedroom by himself.
Yeah, but he do churchy boy comedy. I'm talking about that regular old buck wild.
Oh, that means nothing. Just because it's church comedy doesn't mean nothing, because there's a lot of temple whores.
They talk about that. Them people doing those plays, they say everybody boning each other.
Oh yeah, man.
Do those traveling plays.
And the comedians he goes with, they're not churchy like him. They're his friends, so they still want to go up and do something. He like, see y'all later, bye. He goes to his room.
So he say.
Well, so he say. Well, since he's the one that's paying all them, he probably does need to just go to his room.
Yeah, because when you go to your room, and once you're on a certain level of the game, you don't have to go in the lobby and say, "I want this one, I want this one." Your assistants bring them up to the upper room for you.
Yeah, or you can be like me in Caesar's Palace and hookers jumping in front of you. Lord have mercy, because that's what they do in Caesar's. They jump right in front of you. Hey.
Shoot. Y'all saw that in the when I posted that midget hooker from Columbus, Ohio, little white midget hooker, when I posted in the comments.
I don't think I saw it.
I put it in the group chat. I put it in the moderated chat.
No, I thought. Are you talking about the woman with the car?
The 17-year-old.
Yeah, that was a car.
It was a couple of days ago. I put the little midget hooker.
Do y'all have a dream of doing it with a midget or something? What is it with midgets and?
Well, I know people? I don't.
Not midgets, little people. That would be awkward.
Look at that.
I couldn't do it, but see, Darryl will do it. Look
at your.
It's okay, Darryl. I accept you as you are.
There you go. Don't judge me. if you can accept Marcellus and his cooking flour.
It's powder. I thought it was powder.
I'm open to it as well. I mean, if a little man, long as all of them ain't little,
You could do a little man.
I mean, as long as he's little but not small. I mean, I'm fine. Hey,
Girl, if I could be a fly on the wall.
Oh,
you need to stop.
what you say, legit doctorate? Roxanne did that.
I did
I'm a
what?
little person and very offended by TB. What is TB?
TB. Who wrote that? And what's
Someone
TB?
named Pisces Moon.
This
I
is
am
a new
little
person.
very offended by TB.
Yeah, this is a new person. I've
Okay,
never.
I do apologize. I did correct myself. I said not midget, but little person. I did
She
correct
corrected
myself.
herself.
I did.
She not mean to offend.
But we're going to change the conversation because we don't
Yeah,
want to
because
offend
we're equal
anybody.
opportunity
And I
offender
do
over here.
apologize to you.
Everybody get it over here.
That's true.
Tall,
Everybody will get it
short,
over.
medium,
Yeah.
wide.
Well, I'm just gonna say, if you and now this is just me. If you offended by that comment, hang on to your horses
Oh
because this
Lord,
is Friday Night Live.
it's only
And
17 minutes.
yeah, and you're
And
you're
it's only
liable to
going to get worse.
yeah, you're liable to go to the moon by the time
It's
this
only
is
going to
done.
get worse. Yeah.
Because I use whatever verbiage I want
But
to
moving
use.
on.
Go ahead.
What you
were we
sipping
talking
on,
about? The
Marcel?
lady that go to prison, and then we're waiting on y'all, Dr. Dre, because Marcella seemed to think that Dr. Dre got a raw deal. I don't.
I do not. I did not
No,
say
he
that.
got a
I
good
said
The
it.
deal.
lead attorney
I said he got a great
actually
deal.
lucked
That's
out.
Daryl's lying. Now Darryl is lying because I said I thought he did great, and I said
Yes.
because he had a prenuptial agreement, and that's what saved him.
Mhm.
And I believed in prenuptial agreements. That's
Yeah.
me.
And that's what the lead attorney said too. He said a lot of y'all think that she won. She said, well, she got 4 cars because they had to divide up the cars. She got 4 cars, the bank accounts they manage, some furs, some jewelry, and some shoes. She got $50 million now and $50 million in a year. And basically, he got to keep what? His
Everything.
masters, everything else.
Which he should have.
He's worth $400 million. He has to give her $100 million. So the prenup, like he said, the prenup
He's worth
actually saved him
$800
$300
million, not 4. He's worth 8, not 4.
Yeah, almost $1 billion. He's
But they were
almost
saying
worth $1
that
billion.
because he's worth 8, and let's say normally she would have to get half, but she only got $100 million. That he actually
but she signed the prenup. She signed the prenup. See, I would never sign a prenup.
Because according to what I read, Roxanne, what I read was he because of the prenup, it saved him $300 million.
Yes.
So if they would have had the whole situation, she would have gotten $400 million, which would have been half of an $800 million, which would have been the more accurate number as far as what his net worth is. So again, I say thank God for whoever his lawyers were and making that an ironclad prenup, because I don't understand why she would even remotely think she would deserve $400 million.
I think because she
asked for
24 years. She thought like, oh, that trumps the prenup, but
she don't have to ask for it, Roxanne. In California, they go right down the middle. California and Florida, the worst place in
unless you have a prenup.
Unless you have a prenup, okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I was going to say if I would start high too, so that I have room to negotiate.
California and Florida are the worst states for divorce. If you,
especially if you're Marcellus?
I'm sorry, what'd you say? You start high?
I would, like in a state that is not right down the middle, and I'm divorcing, I would have started high. I would have started high too much so that I have room to negotiate.
Right, to go down. Well, I mean, that's in general. I mean, when you're negotiating, you should always do that because you'll land somewhere in the middle. And statistically proven, if you give the average person an A, B, and C option, the majority of people are going to choose B. Just statistically proven, most people are not going to choose C or A. If you give people an option, the majority of people will always choose B.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But she has enough to live very comfortably for the
She'll
rest
never
of her
work
life.
again. She'll never have to work.
She got to pay her lawyer fees, though.
Yeah, well, okay. She has enough to do that. And
she tried to get
I don't feel sorry for her.
Yeah,
I don't feel sorry for her.
She's gonna be fine.
She'll be fine.
Yeah. And I mean, when you're getting $100 million, I mean, you're not in it, especially with COVID and all the stuff that's going on in our country. I don't think you're going to get very much sympathy from the average person.
No.
Those are rich people problems.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so I wouldn't, I could care less, And honestly, Darryl, for you to get knocked upside your head a couple of times and get $100 million, I think it'll play for some good doctors. Wouldn't you agree?
No, I'm not gonna go there because people already say
I'm
we
just saying.
homophobic. What they say about it? We homophobic, transphobic.
Now TB phobic, even though I
The
corrected my own
alphabet phobic.
self.
We phobic, so I'm just gonna be very careful. But
What's
then they say
TB?
then they'll
Mm.
say,
I don't-
What's TB?
I
You
really
got
don't
it.
know what that. I
Kim
don't
will,
even.
Kim will educate us tomorrow. Trust me.
You
Kim,
say I
that's
don't
all
eat.
about
That's a new one that I didn't know. I don't know
Yeah, I've
that.
never heard of it.
LGBT phobic.
No, because you were
You
talking
said I'm a
about.
little person, and that's what did they say? Hold on.
TB.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm offended by that.
Well, I'm almost 50 years old, and I ain't using no damn little person. If I want to say midget, I'm gonna say midget, and if I want to say retarded, I'm gonna say retarded. What happened? Somebody said they'll see me offline. I don't know what in the world at TB. Somebody said they'll see me offline. Okay, maybe y'all explain it.
Oh,
And these
God.
people who are just so easily offended with everything that you say. What's amazing to me is, everybody gets so easily offended. Their little feelings get so hurt so easy. I mean, come on. We're black and we have to hear nigga all the time. We got to hear all kinds of stuff where, we're disrespected. We live a life of offense. So as a black man, I don't really have too much sympathy for people talking about they get offended by words. I mean, you're not being followed and looked at when you go into a grocery store. And if you are, then you know what I mean. So you can't be that damn offended. I'm
True
just
that.
saying.
Yeah, words do hurt, but I'm just really tired of people. It's like they're more offended at what I say about them in defense of myself than what. But I'm not supposed to take what they say about me as offensive.
Right. You're just supposed to sit there and take it.
Like, oh, you're a school teacher. You should know better. What?
Yeah. And because you're a Christian. Because you're a Christian, you should just let people stomp all over you. And then people say, oh, yeah, you're supposed to turn the other cheek. No, I'll turn around and slap you on the cheek. I'm not going to turn, because if you done spanked me around once, I'm not going to continue to just become your mat, but yeah.
I know one thing. I'd be all right with $100 million.
Oh, yeah. I think the A team, well, let me just say this. The A team is blessed. You see the 4 people on this screen? We are amazing content creators. We're so good at what we do. Other people have to come after us and try to mimic us and do what we do, follow us, hang on our every word. And when we say that you literally have to swing from our dicks, literally, that's what's being done right about now. So, it's quite interesting, and all I can tell you is, in 2022, I hope that somebody will learn to just move on and let themselves be blessed and grow as a human being. Because I want to tell you, this mess, as far as I'm concerned, is over. No one can expose us as the 4 people. And let me just say this. We will never, because, I may as well go here since we're here. We will never be on social media cat fighting and cussing each other out and arguing. We do that behind the scenes. If we're upset with one another, we'll let each other know that behind the scenes. So you go on and you make your videos with your retard and your slow crossing guard that you got cut over there.
Subtitles must be something else.
They got subtitles. I mean,
and read that shit. Y'all ain't right.
And then for the visually impaired, sign language and braille.
Right? Ipate on the day, hey, you go to Liga, hey.
Gosh.
I'm just saying, hey,
Yeah,
just ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I'm so grateful because the 4 people that you see on the screen, we have been together, I believe now almost 2 years, right? It's been like
Yeah.
2 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, these 4 people that you see on this screen, I love dearly. We fuss, we fight, we have all sorts of issues, but I do love these 4 people. And it's so unfortunate that other people have to be jealous and angry because 4 Black people are working together, and we have created a team, a dynasty of folks that can look over here, just like Eminem did in 8 Mile, and throw up their middle finger and pull down their pants and tell you, fuck the free world and fuck you too. And I know y'all get mad when I start cursing and talking like this, but if you get mad, I don't know what to tell you. You may as well, like I said, if you get offended, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, righty then.
I'm just saying.
I got 2 funny stories. One involves my son, my second oldest son. So I'm sitting here last night. Y'all know I was almost dead to the world asleep. So he come walk in. Yeah, y'all watch Sugar Hill, the movie Sugar Hill?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when the old man, when they father said, they said, "What kind of haircut you got?" He said, "That's a church boy haircut." So my son decided to let his cousin, who up here visiting for the holidays, and had his clippers in his bag, I guess, go and give him a church boy.
Oh Lord.
Instead
I
of
already
taking him
know
to the
this ain't gonna
barbershop
be
like he's
well.
supposed to, he gonna get him thinking he gonna get free to the little or nothing haircut. And he came back. You remember how Bobby Brown had that gum?
Yeah,
Gumby.
Oh God.
It just leaning to the side, huh?
And I can't believe you don't have no pictures,
Got the
Darryl.
tweet haircut, leaning over to the
Man,
left.
Why
he
you
had,
ain't get the
he, had a,
pictures?
he had a patch right here. And I was talking to Christine this morning when I dropped him off at the barbershop. I had to spend $20 to get that head fixed.
So wait a minute. Did he not have he didn't have the clipper, the guards? Where was his guards?
Shoot,
You don't know
his
nothing
guards
about
was
no
in his
guard.
Buckingham Palace because he had that. You'll never find
Wow.
a hairline like
So
mine.
he gonna start the new year with a sloped haircut.
Man, I started to be dirty, let him fly back to school like that.
Don't
That sounds like my daughter when she went. I used to tell her to just go to one person to get her eyebrows done because she has real thick eyebrows. Man, she went somewhere and came back to the house and looked like a scarecrow. I hollered. I couldn't stop laughing. And I felt so bad for her, but I just couldn't control myself.
Roxanne.
So, and for people who like to make fun of me, though, Roxanne, people make fun of me because I have all these different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So, I notarized a document the other day. I was sitting there talking to this lady, and she happened to be a minister. And somehow the subject, transferred over after I completed business with her. We were sitting in her kitchen, and we were talking about these preachers in this PPP loan. And I started naming some preachers I knew because you remember that website we went on where it listed all the preachers that had money?
Yeah.
And she started telling me about preachers around town that had the money and preachers, world, well-known preachers, And lo and behold, she dropped the Bernard Jordan name. And I said, of all people she would know, I looked at her. I said, you know, she said, everybody that watched BET late at night knew that crook. And I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't go into why. I gave her a little Cliff Note version. And so as I'm walking out the door, I said, oh, that's a nice milkshake maker. I call it a milkshake maker. I said, I've been wanting to get one of those. And I said I want one now. And I said, next time I catch one on sale, I'm gonna get me one. And she reached up on the shelf. She said, you can have it. My husband, I bought it for my husband. He don't never use it. It never been plugged in. It's yours. Yeah, and that dog thing costs about $150. So I was like, oh, look at God. So I'm sitting there feeling good about that. So
I think that's actually a profit for you, since all of your milkshake keeps bringing all the vloggers to the yard. Your milkshake keep bringing all the vloggers to the yard.
They do.
I'm
Darryl
just saying.
brings those flowers to the yard, and they're like,
I'm
he's
just
better
I'm
than
gonna
saying.
mute
yours.
you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna mute
right.
you.
He's better.
So
And look,
I
I ain't
went
even
back.
have a green apple shirt out today.
I went out to do some Ubering last night because that's job number 7 or 8, and so I get a ping. I was at the airport, so I just dropped some people off at the airport, and then I came back, and then this alert way out on the west side. So I drove out about 15 miles, picked this kid up, and come thinking he's on a kid grown man, but he was all the way out there watching Spider-Man at the movie theater. And I said, well, we talking. I could tell he had an accent, and he's in the country from China. Hold on one second.
Mhm. By the way, Kim, that movie's grossed 1 billion so far, $1 billion. And
They're like,
there
it's
was
the
a
best movie. What you call it? Comic book Marvel movie of 2021.
well, here's the thing.
Best
This
opening. Yeah.
this movie, I guess West Side Story that everybody was trying to hype up
It
to be,
bombed.
it completely
I
bombed. They
couldn't.
said
I
it got
just.
totally overshadowed by that Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to see a musical? I
There
don't.
are people who
Not
do,
today.
but
I'm so bad off. Remember when Tyler Perry's stage plays would be on DVD?
Mm-hmm.
Every time if I did watch his stage play, I always forwarded past the singing.
Lord, I tell you, I would love to see a remake of Annie because I tell you, it's a hard knock life. I ain't lying. It's a hard knock life.
the one they made was okay, but I was still like, I don't know.
I thought the best one really was with Carol Burnett, though. I love me some Carol
Yes.
Burnett. I still watch her Carol Burnett shows at night sometimes before I go to
Yeah.
bed because I always try
Weekend
to,
night, Me TV
yeah,
channel.
I go to bed trying to have a good laugh or, be in my night on a positive note. Go ahead.
There is a channel, I forgot what it's called. They do like classic TV, and they'll do stuff like All in the Family, Carol Burnett. They'll do Good Times. They'll do Sanford and Son. It's like classic TV restoration. They did Maude the other day when they introduced James in Florida because they were from that series, but he was Henry on that series. But it's called Classic Restoration TV, and they do little clips of the TV, the shows we used to watch.
Right.
That I love that and Mama's Family.
Yeah. Well, my favorite clips at night that I typically watch are Mama's Family clips with Carol Burnett where she's playing Eunice and stuff. Those are just to me some of the most classic television. And I think Carol Burnett was so ahead of her time. I enjoy that.
I feel like I
really
liked
do.
her. To me, growing up, like I know people love Lucille Ball, but I loved Carol Burnett. I thought she was like, oh, she's doing everything. You know?
Yeah, I love me some Carol Burnett. I really do. And we'll have to figure out how to turn the closed captions on. At some point, we will figure that out. I promise. I know on Facebook you can turn on closed captions, but I'm not really sure.
You can? I did not know that.
Uh-huh. And I'm not really sure about YouTube and how that's done because we're going through a third party, but not really sure about that.
But let me tell you what happened. So the guy picked him up from the movie, 15 miles out, 15 miles back to his hotel. It's snowing. I said, oh, well, this is going to be a big pay ride. So I'm just shooting the breeze with him. He's from China. I didn't really pay attention to the address where he wanted me to drop him off from the movie theater. I'm thinking I'm taking him back to the hotel. So we pull up the direction leave. I said, wait a minute, look like I know this location. He wanted to go to the strip club, the Crazy Horse.
All right.
So
he wanted to experience all of America.
Yeah, he's trying to get he's trying to come into America on a whole different level.
And most of them really have a white lady fetish too, by the way. They love white women. That's like the epitome to them.
At the Crazy Horse. So we were going. So I get to the Crazy Horse, and it's closed, because of COVID and weather and blah blah blah. So he gets irate. He's like, "Well, Google said it's open. It is open." And he's talking, and I'm trying not to laugh. because I know he had his hopes built up coming from the movie to go get him a little lap dance and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, "Is there anywhere else? Any action? Any action?" I said, "Well, you can go downtown. There's another location for the strip club downtown." I said, "But call first." I said, "You can go from the airport. You can catch the red line, come directly downtown, get out, walk about 2 blocks, and you at the club." "Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you." So, shut up, boy. Get your butt out of here. Get out of here.
That Tylenol before you do that. Can I take 2 a day or just 1?
You take 2 at a time. Anyway, so this is where it gets funny. Shut up, boy. This is where it gets funny. He got back to his hotel, right? He Googling all the way while I'm dropping him off at the hotel. Because he was supposed to fly out and go back from Ohio to China yesterday, his flight got canceled because the airlines was canceling flights.
Yep.
Because of the COVID situation, there were flights that took off yesterday. One that, and Roxanne sent me the article, they turned the plane around mid-flight and landed because they weren't letting the planes fly into the country. He is now stranded. The first flight that he could book to go back home is January 17th.
Damn, Martin Luther King Day. At the Martin Luther King birthday. Wow.
Yeah. Well, he's here, but luckily he had family here. He had an aunt, but his aunt was out of town, so that's why the airline canceled his flight. So they put you up in the hotel for 2 days. So he got 2 free days on the airline in the hotel at the airport at the Sheraton. So he wanted to get all his coming to America on while before Aunt T come and pick him up, because he know what's that now. He on lockdown out there where his aunt house at, and ain't nothing out there but country. It's just woods. So,
well, if he run across the right country girl in the woods, he'll have some fun.
He might. He just might. So that was the funniest thing. He was serious about that thing. He had money. He had money to burn last night. He wanted to spend that money up in that strip club. He planned to make it rain up in there. He was planning to make it rain. So yeah.
That's funny. Just unfortunate. What happened to Roxanne?
I don't know. She just went out, and I've been looking. I was thinking she'd pop back in, but she hasn't popped back in yet.
Me text her.
And then I picked up a lady earlier today, that works on a cruise ship, and because of that, I didn't know that they give them contracts 3 months, 6 months.
Correct.
You're out to sea for that
Correct.
long. You don't come back on land at all.
You don't come back home at all.
Right. So because of COVID, and she was working out of Florida, and there are ships that were trying to go to other countries that wouldn't even let these boats dock because people on the boats have COVID.
Well, my question is, if you get stranded like that, does the American consulate help you when you're in a place like Thailand? Because somebody was just saying, Sharon said in the comment section, one of her friends went to Thailand and right as COVID hit, and they were stranded there for 4 months. So I wonder, does the American consulate help you? Because, what's that guy? Julian Assange was actually living in the consulate for a while. So I wonder how they handle that.
That's a good question, because this is a global emergency. So it's not like,
because what if you can't afford to get a hotel and stay somewhere for 4 months?
Yeah, you stuck. You on the street. I wonder what they would do, or either they try to help you find somewhere for you to lay your head. But this guy, because when this airline canceled his flight here, they put him up in the hotel for 2 days, because I wasn't aware that if they cancel your flight, they're required to do that.
Right.
So he did 28 hours at the Sheraton right at the airport. I mean, it's like across the street. I mean, literally, it's connected to the airport. And then after that, because he had an aunt here, he was able to spend his next 20 plus days here with his relative. But other than that, he'd have been stuck. He'd have just been outright stuck.
Wow.
Because it's not like we have no consulate here. He'd had to somehow make his way to D.C.
Yeah, well, no, every state has a consulate somewhere. You got one, you just don't know it.
I would imagine if we have one, it's not in Cleveland. It will probably be in Columbus, because that's the capital, and it's also the largest city. I would imagine it'd be there. Well, then again, it
Could be.
might be here in Cleveland. I had to look that up.
Well, and it might be a smaller office. It may not
Yeah.
be a bigger office, but it's most cities, most major cities, or just cities in general, as far as I know, always have one. But it could not. I'm not sure. That's a good question. It's a legitimate question.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about that when when I dropped him off last night, and then I met the young lady today, and she was like, I live in Orlando, and she works with the cruise ship, and because of COVID, she's like, you know what? They suspended the remainder of our contract. She said, I'm thinking highly about not going back anyway. So she was like, no. She said, ain't that money ain't worth it. And I started asking her questions. I said, what precautions do they take on the ships? And she said they give you something that's like a watch, like an Apple Watch almost, and it monitors how close in proximity you are to other people on the ship. And if you get too close, and if the person you got too close to gets sick or starts having like fever and pains and aches, symptoms, they'll have you go get tested too. And I was like, darn, that's all high tech. I said, I know that up the price of the cruise. She's like, yeah, pretty much.
Well, you guys know my roommate is responsible for providing the COVID test to like the convention centers, the Staples, all of the big
Really?
major events. Yeah. And some of the
Wow.
hospitals, like he shipped some of the COVID tests down to Texas and stuff. So they do very, very well with that. Actually, it was just a new business that just sprung up. And I mean, they've been doing very well with it. So I don't know what they're going to do. It's a funny thing to me how people can come up with these businesses and do very well at a really quickly from them. But I said all of that to say my roommate has been trying to COVID test me for the last couple of days for some odd reason. I don't know why. Like yesterday, I kept telling him, I'm like, look here, dude, you trying to play doctor or something, because you're not a doctor, and I'm not gonna let you stick anything up my nose. Talking about you trying to test me for no COVID test.
Well, Marcellus, you do realize last year I was actually doing COVID testing.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Well, yeah, but I still don't want anybody sticking anything up my nose and swirling anything around in my head.
Better that than your bread basket.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there are other people on the internet that seems to be fascinated with other people's bread baskets. But I know one thing. Yeah, that's not something that these COVID tests that I'm really interested in doing at all. That's why I'm trying to stay clear of people. And speaking of staying clear of people, for the first time today, I went to Sam's Club to see what I thought of it. I got a membership. One of the wonderful A-team members, Roxanne, blessed me with a membership to Sam's Club. By the way, you all, I just want to reiterate this. The A-team, we're good over here. I just thought and you're going to hear me randomly say that all night tonight, because I need for some demons and devils to understand there's no weapon that you could ever form that's going to prosper. It just won't work. Because the God that I serve owns all of the weapons, and there's nothing you can do. So keep trying. Now, with that being said, I went to Sam's Club today, and I've come to a conclusion. I don't like it.
You don't like Sam's Club?
I just don't like Sam's Club at all.
But you love Costco, so you're biased.
Yes, I am. Sam's Club.
Very biased.
Sam's Club sucked. Let me tell you why it sucked. I went to the little section that they tried to create and to lay out so that they could, the little clothes area. And I was like, where is the men's clothes? No men's clothes, right? None. We ain't had none. So I was like, boy, this is weird, because if you're trying to be like, one of these places, I was like, maybe you should have something. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So then I walked around the entire store. Now, some of their prices are cheaper on things, I will say that. But one thing that disturbed me is after I bought the 7 items that I purchased, because I did buy 7 things, and I know that because the lady counted them again before I left, but she scanned all of my items again. For those of you that are familiar with Sam's Club, is that like a rule? Because at Costco, they just look at your receipt, count your items, mark it, and you just leave. Sam's Club, they literally rescan all your items. What's that about?
That never happened to me. This must be something new, or maybe it's California.
Maybe that's a California thing.
That would have a lot of thefts.
Oh, okay. Maybe so.
Don't do that.
Yeah, just like them greeters at Walmart. be randomly looking at people's bags. So I'm like, dude, I bought some toilet tissue. You can't see I got toilet paper. You think I'm stealing? I ain't walking out here with a flat screen. Get the hell out of my way. I'm trying to get in my
Well, one
car.
of my roommates said I should go to the Sam's Club in Chino Hills. Chino Hills is a little bit better area. And so, but the one that I went to was in it's in Ontario, but it's a little bit further up on the other
Mhm.
side. So I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I'll try the one in Chino. But I just want to tell you, I found that to be very, very, interesting for them to rescan all my items.
Yeah, that sounds a little suspicious right there.
Yeah, they
But
did.
you know why probably that is? You know how like when you go to the regular Walmart and you do the self checkout and people like putting other things in there that are
Oh,
not.
yeah.
So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it.
Could be. It could. It could be.
For
a first experience, I was like, this is like a real knockoff version of Costco. The food court where they had the food court, I was a little surprised that, the food court was kind of maybe because I think this Sam's Club is not as big as other people's Sam's Club, I guess. Because I don't think this Sam's Club is very big. It just seems a little small and it seemed crowded and didn't seem like it was gonna work well.
Okay, so haven't
Oh,
heard
Lynn
from
said
Roxanne.
Lynn said it was her place. They practice that as well. So wow.
They don't do that. Lola Grace, what part of the South are you in? Because they don't do that here in Houston. Oh, Sean Kirkland said they did it again at the door.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying they're doing that.
Maybe they're doing because all the smash and grabs.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Because a lot of things have changed.
By the way, Darryl, they have T-shirts for $6 there. Now I did find some T-shirts. So if you want to get some T-shirts,
they've always been.
Look at him, always looking for a deal. He got some good.
They've actually always had good deals on T-shirts.
Exactly. You know me. I'm a look, and I had to leave with something.
Really, Shonda? I've been to the one in Pearland. They didn't. This must be. Did they just start doing this, Shonda? Because I've been to the one in Pearland.
Shoot. I know something I was about to tell you. Let's see. I talked to a steward. Well, I hate to say steward. What's the politically correct term now? Flight attendant.
Okay.
A lot of the reason a lot of those flights got canceled because one, some of the people still refusing to get vaccinated, and then there's such a large increase in the people that are testing positive that are on the crew.
Right.
And you can't fly if you don't have no crew, healthy
and
crew.
That's true.
So that led to a lot of them. But what tripped me out and all of that, the major airlines were the one canceling. American, Delta, and United, I think. But them little fly by night one, everybody like to call like the soul plane, like Spirit and Frontier.
Well, I don't see why Spirit need to operate regardless, because they just drop your ass from the sky anyway and throw your luggage down behind you. So I don't understand the purpose of Spirit.
Now Southwest didn't cancel any, and they're pretty big. So
Southwest be having flights for $18 damn. They please. So no, Southwest be so cheap. No, they have flights.
They're really cheap right now.
But it's like $50. You flying for $50. I swear you may not even make it on Southwest. And God forbid if you put your animal on the plane down below in the carry-on area. They have the highest rate of animal killing the animals than any other airline.
Are you saying it's gonna be like Soul Plane when they killed their dog?
Yeah, I mean the none of the animals seem to make it off of Southwest. When they go in there. It's like a Roach Motel, but they don't come out. I'm just saying. I'm telling the truth. You put your animal on Southwest, shit, you may as well go north-south. Fido ain't gonna make it.
Okay, Marcelo, let's change topics.
I guess. Wait a minute. You should probably bring a lizard, because if you bring anything with a wagging tail, your dog is screwed. Southwest is the worst. I'm just saying.
I don't think have I ever flown Southwest? I don't think so.
Shit, I bet you Dr. Dre would love to put his wife, ex-wife, down in that carry-on section to get rid of her ass and save himself $50 million. Y'all better be careful, because in the next 2 months, if that lady come up missing, y'all gonna know damn well he done sent a crip or a blood after her ass. I'm just saying
that because they already say over here we phobic. So then next thing you say, Darryl and Marcella support domestic violence.
Oh Lord,
you know they'll make them lies up. They'll make them lies up now.
But how
it's
ahead,
a singer right now. She's being accused of that.
Of what?
One of her songs, something she just recently did, I think, in a video, and they're like, is she glorifying domestic violence?
I can't wait till the Lord release me to come back and do what I do, because I tell you, I'm about to. Some of y'all is not gonna like me when I come back, because it's about to be real raw. Lola, the dogs are great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, I know what I meant to tell y'all. Fauci is sitting there trying to. I know the president is probably going to go along with it. He's going to try to require everybody to have proof of immunization before you get on a plane.
Which I agree with.
It makes sense.
It do.
It's just, and these people who want to get fake cars, and you putting everybody in self risk because you just don't want to take the shot. Then you need to get it in a car and drive everywhere.
Yeah, and most of these people who smoke weed, and I was driving in the car thinking, a lot of these folks that are on the internet who keep concentrating on us are drug heads. It didn't even dawn on me till I was driving in the car again today. I said, why in the world would I let people who are on drugs think that they could possibly, talk down to me about me being a productive citizen when they're getting high, in there, just doing all of the mess that these folks are doing. It's just amazing to me. So as I was thinking, I'm sorry, I went off on a little tangent.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, because of the little, weed smoking folks, and they know who they are. Go ahead and keep smoking your weed with your black lips and all your stuff, because you think that, that's going to make you, rich and famous on YouTube. I don't know what people are thinking. Or you can maybe get your medicine intravenously through a tube, that you just keep hooked up to for your entire life. But anyway, I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. My brain just went left, because people.
You had a little ADHD moment.
Yes, I did. I ain't gonna lie. And that, this seems to be happening to me more and more, Kim. Though I kid you not.
It happens to me too. I'd be like, wait, what was I doing?
I mean, just seriously. I mean, just really. But Fauci, yes, we're going back to Fauci. I'm all for people having to, take a vaccination to get on an airplane. I really do believe you should have to do that. You're in a germ capsule for 4 or 5 hours, breathing recycled air. The air is just recycled. So, yes, I believe you should have to be vaccinated.
Shoot, yeah. I think if you travel any form of transit, train, especially Greyhound buses, an airplane, you should be.
Is Greyhound even still in business?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. I will never get on another Greyhound bus.
As many people who fear flying.
Yeah, if the Lord bless me and keep me as blessed as he has, I will never get on another Greyhound bus in my life. It's the most uncomfortable way to travel. I have tried it so many times. I did cross-country trips on Greyhound. I will never do that again.
If you're a tall
did that in college.
If you're a tall person, Greyhound ain't the move.
You can't even lean the seats back.
I know. It's a miserable ride. It just be hot. You can't crack the windows.
That's recycled air too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
That
recycled ass too, on top of everything else being there.
I'm sure they had a roach infestation a while back on Greyhound. I don't know because there were videos on YouTube about all of these when you get on Greyhound and how all these roaches would be on the Greyhound.
I would doubt it. Bed bugs too.
Yeah, the mega bus. My aunt used to like to take the mega bus from Houston to Louisiana to go to Coshada. That's
And what
probably still in
what's
business because of that.
is
Yeah,
that the
make
A
it
lot
money.
of the
casino?
seniors want, huh?
Is that the casino?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alabama Casino in Kinder, Louisiana, 3 hours away.
Mm.
Oh,
Wow.
but Marcel, I wanted to tell you, I went and found the article. Her name is Ari Fletcher, and she was on Twitter, and they asked, I guess someone asked her about, it's from a podcast or something she was in. It's a clip of a podcast she was on.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked her a question about how would Fletcher would want Moneybag Yo, some rapper, to respond to the threat of her leaving him. She jokingly said, like, pull your gun out and show me, like, bitch, leave. I wish you would walk out the door. She says, I'm going to just sit down because I got a son and I'm not trying to die. I got a son. So I'm only staying because I got a son and I don't want you to shoot me. She continued. So
Now, who is this?
this is a singer named Ari Fletcher.
Is that the video that I think I just saw on Facebook? Somebody was showing a girl sitting in a chair with a guy waving a gun at her.
I don't know. Maybe that was it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And so the people, Black Twitter was like, girl, why are you they were upset at her comments and they felt like she was kind of like downplaying domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said, Ari Fletcher been a clown. So I don't know why it's such an uproar that she promotes toxic relationships. This is the type of relationship goals that y'all idolizing these rappers and these girlfriends / baby mamas until there's domestic violence involved. Then they say she hopped on Instagram live and resorted to name calling and seemingly downplaying victims of domestic violence who didn't find her joke funny, adding that it's not her place to be a role model. Y'all find the negative shit in everything and try to blow it up. I was exaggerating. Nobody want a gun pulled on them. Please shut the fuck up.
Even though I must admit, social media and the cancel culture. Genevia, thank you so much for
I
your
don't even
support
think
of the
that they were
Cigar
trying to
blogger.
cancel her. I think they were just reacting to her.
Right. Well, but here's the thing. I want you to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
Even though these people, how do I say this? Even though sometimes these young people make drastic errors in judgment,
Mm-hmm.
I would hate for people to judge me on a larger scale across the world on, at the moment of my stupid mistake. You understand what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I would hate to have the entire world coming down on me because in our society, for some odd reason now, and definitely on social media, I mean, we can attest to this. People will go after you even if they don't even have justification for it.
Right.
And they will do it in hopes that they become, famous, whatever. And a lot of times I see a lot of these commenters and a lot of these people on social media, they're doing things because they think they're being smart. They think they're being slick. Darryl,
Right.
you done hit a button.
Hey, sorry to interject. Iconic intercessor, you need to leave and come back in because I think you're behind us. You're lagging. We're on a different topic now. So you might need to go back out and come back in. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Marcel.
I know I didn't repeat the story of Sam's Club. No, I most certainly did not. That would have been redundant. That would be one of those words that you all will be familiar with if you read books and went to school and stuff. What? You guys don't realize the more
You
we do
acting
this.
like a real English teacher now.
No, I mean, but honestly, the more we do this, the meaner I'm probably going to start sounding to people as we continue on. Because 2022, I'm not taking any prisoners. So you better not come in this chat acting a fool, because it's just you think we blew up before. We really gonna blow up. I'm gonna treat everybody else like all of these other big vloggers do when you come in the chat and just be acting a damn fool. I'm just gonna let you have it and send you on your way. I am. Because I'm tired. I done told everybody I'm tired. I really am tired. I am, Kim. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sick. I'm tired. I'm just
Okay,
whatever.
listen. I'm on Team Marcellus. Don't worry. I got you.
Because, some of these people be thinking they smart. And just because we're nice and we don't say nothing, they think that, we just going to keep going with the crap. I'm just saying. Because if you think your video's repeating, why wouldn't you speed it up? Wouldn't you hit the red button and slide it over? When you update or hit the refresh button on your browser or on your phone?
Jesus paid it
But then
all.
ask me if I'm repeating a story about Sam's Club. I'm just saying.
Why it's snow.
No, I'm not arrogant. You can call me
Happy
arrogant
5th
all
day
you
of
want to.
Christmas.
And I don't mean any harm, iconic intercessor. And if you're an intercessor, that means you spend time in the presence of our Father. So if you spend time in the presence of our Father, he would be able to give you more of an understanding of who I am. I'm not arrogant at all. I'm just tired. And I'm a man who stands on my convictions. No, you're okay, Darryl. It's fine. I promise you it's okay. But I'm not arrogant. Because the scripture says, for this is the confidence that we have in him. Some people confuse my confidence with arrogance. There is a huge difference. And I've just been on the internet being, downplayed, stalked, being talked about for the fact that I am a philanthropist, a real one, that I sit on boards of churches and organizations. And I've just sat around and let people be foolish and talk bad about people who are actually productive in the world. Those of us who have jobs, who don't smoke weed and ain't sitting on the internet getting high. Now, every now and then I might drink some wine from Spain from my 3 businesses. I'm just saying.
S-P-A-N-E or S-P-A-I-N?
No, it's S-P-A-N-E. It's from Spain and my 3 business collection.
Okay.
And I know, I just want to say this, Kim.
Okay.
When we give people, when we help people, Darryl, you're so silly. When we help people, Kim, and we do our very best to, bring people up to speed. I never thought I would live in a day where people who are slow, who are not very bright, who got to hang around the cool kids, would think that it would behoove them to turn on the cool kids as if they're more intelligent than the people who actually went to school. It amazes me. And the people who have, licenses, degrees, pass state exams and work really hard and build careers, I would think that you would learn to humble yourself and sit at the feet of the people who have actually ascertained more things than you, versus you getting on the internet and going after them.
And some of those people who you probably should be sitting at the feet at will probably get a chair for you to sit next to them.
Yeah.
Because of how the people they are.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting to me. I'm just saying, it's very interesting to me. And all of these content creators, go ahead, Darryl.
Kim, you're a goddamn enabler.
And shout out to all of you in the chat. Thank y'all.
Me.
Dog Cigar Mafia, we love you.
Love you.
I'm just so sick of it, to tell you the truth. And to be honest with you, I have to say this. These niggas ain't on my level.
These niggas ain't on my level.
I mean, really.
These niggas ain't on my level.
I mean, really.
These niggas ain't on my level.
You so crazy.
Ain't on my level.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, it's amazing. Shout out to all of our awesome moderators. There is no dissension over here. Sometimes you have to put children out, and especially those children who don't learn to tell the truth when mommy and daddy and papa and uncle and auntie is asking them specific questions and they can't give legitimate answers. You just get rid of the children so that you can continue on with the adults. And so the children have we've sent them to their rooms and told them to permanently never come out again. And so that's just simply what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Yes,
how come we don't see your handsome face
today? Because I'm so tired, Kim. I will probably look like somebody beat me up. I'm so tired.
Oh, okay. I understand. You be working hard too, and I be telling you should rest.
Yeah, I'm very tired. And I was up last night, pretty much for most of the night. And to tell you the truth, I'm grateful that I'm not about to let any damn demon drive a wedge. And nice try, because they keep trying to drive wedges between us, but we're not going for that.
Mm-mm.
We don't give a damn what text message you read.
Text message? Who reads it? Oh. Read. Someone trying to read.
We don't care what text
message
message
reading
you
the text
share.
message or trying to read the text message?
Yeah, we good over here because we're mature enough. Go ahead, Kim.
You know what they're gonna try next? So they're trying it over there in the other sector I'm in. Making fake ones and try to pass them off as real ones.
Let them go right ahead.
But they don't know how to copy paste real good, so it don't work.
Yeah. Well, and you know who's being helped by whom and what they're doing.
A lot of us got smart parts, and they think they can fool us, but you can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Respective angle.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
To read?
You know, you be with your finger, and they sound out each letter.
Wait a minute, did you just get deleted in your back?
Who?
Did they come back?
No, let them. They're fine. I don't have a problem with anybody. Right. Everybody's fine.
Okay, a special write-in for Nutville.
I thought you said you had multiple degrees. Now you're a paralegal too? Like Darryl? You trying to be like Darryl?
I mean, I guess you can be, I guess you can be. But I know there's a lot of people on the internet that keep talking and they just really don't know what they're talking about. And I'm grateful to spend my Fridays with you all because I could not imagine if I had to find my way to Sesame Street with the rest of that crew over there. I wouldn't know what in the world I would have to do.
Disrespect Sesame Street like that.
Oh, but they
would never get their way to Sesame Street.
Oh my God!
We don't want them to get to Sesame Street.
But I'm just saying. Here's the thing: Sesame Street even had to have a monster. He liked cookies, and it seems a lot of people over there tend to like cookies because they're so busy focused on Darryl's cookie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Let me see who this is. I'll be right back.
Hey, Miss NW50, I made a video for KJ. You might got to screen it a little bit because toward the middle and the end. But I told him to be quiet,
Update. I'm putting together the outline and format for the interview with Mr. Johnson, who was Mr. James Brown's personal assistant for over 40 years. So I'm working on that. I don't know whether I want to do it live or I want to pre-record his interview. I'm kind of toying with it. Heck, I might, because it's going to be more than one part, definitely. I might do one other
that is
interview
awesome, Darryl.
live, and then thank you.
And
I might do one live and then one pre-recorded. It just depends. We're gonna sit down with him again this weekend.
Is he portrayed in the movie? Is he portrayed in the movie? Well, or no?
Loosely, yeah. Because I mean, he sang and he was his assistant. He actually sang backup too. He did it all. He did a little bit of everything. He lives right here. No, that was another gentleman. I forget his
Because if he
name.
brought out the cape, you can say, "Hey, can you show us one of the cape?"
He probably has one. When I go over to his house and
Okay.
sit down, and he gonna probably whip out the memorabilia. But uh, he was like, the movie was pretty much accurate as to how Mr. Brown lived his life. So,
Right. And I'm sure that's going to be a great interview.
Yes.
man, I'm so
I'm
excited
looking
about it.
forward to that.
I'm looking forward to that. He lives not too far from me, as a matter
Oh,
of fact.
wow.
Mm. Right. Well, I remember James Brown having wait a minute, what did that say? I couldn't read it. You said it
Oh,
went by so fast.
hold on. Oh, well, let me
The
get back up.
lawyer.
Mm. Oh, okay, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, but I will tell you
That look like
this.
some prune juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna get one of y'all.
Yeah.
That's all right, MSMW50. Don't worry. No matter what I type, I can't seem to
Hey,
not.
Darryl. Yeah, go ahead.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, hey, Darryl, can you and Marcellus come over to my interview that I'm having tomorrow? I'm interviewing a realtor and who also happens to be a cannabis grower. So you need to tell Heavy D to come.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a combination.
A
That's
realtor and a cannabis
and a
grower.
cannabis grower. Yeah.
Now, because I know a little bit about that industry, even though this person's growing the cannabis, and I think I saw a thumbnail you did. It's a woman too, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Does she own that land or wherever she's growing her
I
cannabis, or?
believe so. She also has two channels.
Mhm.
Larry or Larry in real life, LARIIRL, and then the other channel is Puffalo 716, which is
Wait a minute.
devoted to.
Wait a minute. You said Buffalo.
That's the name of her channel, Puffalo 716.
I think that's unique. Buffalo. That's pretty unique.
Puffalo.
That's very unique. That's
It is very
catchy.
neat.
That's very catchy. Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. That's a heck of a comment. I'm worried now because I ain't been able to reach Roxanne.
Yeah, I texted her and I sent her a message on Facebook. So
She just went off.
yours truly, cannabis growers are my friends. Okay, that's great.
I think if I was on marijuana, I don't think anyone would be able to stand me.
No,
Oh,
you'd be very calm.
I went
Yeah,
to
but
cannabis
have you?
college in Colorado Springs.
Could you imagine being cussed out by a person who is extremely calm? It would probably be so lethal. People wouldn't even be able to take me
I
serious.
haven't seen it's very few people you see that smoke cannabis that are easily agitated because it brings you mellows you out.
But I don't like anything that alters my mental state. That's why I'm having such a big problem with the institutional church, because it keeps trying to alter my mental state and make me believe in stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And by the way, I'm going to soon have some videos popping up in my Buy Me a Coffee. There's some things I need to get off of my chest, and I'll be putting them in there in the next several days. So get ready. And I just cannot wait till
I feel the same way. I'm gonna do a video to get some stuff off my chest before the new year. I'm not gonna go into 2022 with it. I'm gonna leave it back here.
Right.
Look here, I just got this on Twitter because I'm always looking at. I subscribe to a lot of news channels.
Me too.
And the Maryland Department of Health, for months, did not notify hundreds of people who may have received spoiled vaccines. And an employee reported the mishandled dosage, alleges the agency retaliated against her for pressing to fix the issue. So just imagine somebody that may have died thinking that they got a decent, quality vaccine. State of Maryland. State of Maryland. The state of Maryland did that to these people. Jesus Christ.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to take the Johnson and Johnson, because they have a history of just doing some foolishness and some tomfoolery. And for all of you that did take the Johnson and Johnson, I don't want to make you nervous or say anything, but I mean, just as a corporation, history in America, the Johnson and Johnson does not have a very good reputation, not with me anyway.
It said Pfizer and Moderna is best for you to take.
Moderna all day. That's what I took.
Mm.
I took Pfizer. And my booster was Pfizer too. Even though they say you can mix and match, but I don't want to mix and match right now. No.
I don't know. Intelligent black man, I have no idea.
Was it the COVID vaccine there, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He said, "What is COVID vaccine?" My question is, what is Pepto-Bismol? I
No,
don't know.
no. He said, "Was it?" He
Was
said,
it?
"Was it?" He said, "Was it?" Not what it. Oh,
No.
okay.
Oh, I thought he was saying.
He wasn't being
No.
smart ass.
No. But what I'm saying is, when he said, "What was it?" COVID vaccine. I'm saying, what is in Pepto-Bismol? No one knows what's in Pepto-Bismol. Nobody knows none of that stuff. I mean, it's true.
But shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't get over that. They would actually do people like that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know, many people, these people out here thinking they vaccinated, and they go out and get the disease, die, or either get it and pass it on to somebody. Oh my God, that's got to be a criminal act.
Well, think about how much spoiled meat people buy at the grocery store, and they just pack it off as being, or they put some seasoning on it and repackage it and send it on the way, and people buy it. We live in a country where people don't really even care about us health-wise. They just let everything pass off, and they give it to us, and we just eat it, exist in it, and they don't care. I read a statistic that said there's so many parasites and flies and insects in our food that the U.S. government has a percentage that's allowed in the food you eat. They literally allow it. And that's why I stopped drinking milk. When I found out that the statistic, they are fine with a certain amount of pus being allowed inside of our milk, and I kept having all those stomach issues, I was like, oh, I'm not drinking this no more.
Pus?
Yes.
Pus you need to go the cow?
The cow, because they give them all of these steroids and stuff, and the cows get all of these, like, there's a documentary on it. I think I don't know if it's the Food Inc. one or the one, and they have so much pus that they allow to get into the milk. I'm over it. I have not drank milk in years. I can't hear you, Darryl, if you're talking to us.
Hit the mute button by accident. I was gonna say, well, what do you drink if you don't drink milk?
Yeah, well, I'm Californian now. Unfortunately, I drink almond milk.
That's what my friend does too.
You're a nut drinker, nut juice drinker.
Yeah, well,
you drinking the nut juice?
Well, I have to have some nut juice because Negroes is always swinging from my nuts on the YouTube.
Use a pressed nut juice.
Yeah,
drinker.
I have to replenish my nut juice because niggas is always trying to ride my nuts.
Damn. I never thought I'd see the day. Marcel is a squeezed nut juice drinker.
Yeah, well, I think I tried cashew milk not too long ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I tried different stuff. You know me, I'm one of those people. I don't mind. And Tracy does coconut milk. Shut up, respective angle. Don't follow line with that foolishness.
Yeah, he a nut drinker. Exactly.
Shut up.
Hey, what are you drinking, Marcella? These nuts.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
I here drinking nut juice. Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
They said, the CDC said, I think if you're in the health industry, they're asking you to get a fourth booster, but not like right now, but like in the next, I guess 6 months to get one. But if you're like in the health industry. But right now, I'm really concerned because right now here in Houston, like, our rates were up and then they went back down because they were the county and the city were like working together to get everybody vaccinated. And then now the COVID-19 rates for kids is going up.
Right. Well, that's because you
Like,
guys,
damn.
because everybody rushed those kids to go back to school. And if
Mhm.
anybody's governor needed to be pushed in front of a bus, your
Oh my
governor
God,
in his wheelchair needs
I
to
don't
go
wanna
right
push
in
him.
front of the bus.
Ironside Hot Wheels. I'm so tired of him. And then the President Biden had a meeting.
Hold up. You said Ironside. Damn it.
Yeah, they call him Ironside. My friend calls him Ironside or Hot
I
Wheels.
know. I'm just laughing at Ironside. That's old school throwback right there.
Yeah.
No, she nurses the Nutville nominations at the bottom of the screen. We get into it in a little bit.
And by the way, guys, this is our New Year's show because we're not doing anything on Friday. So we're going to be out busy on Friday. So, y'all, this is our And Kim, you better go make sure you do something for New Year's. Pre-record your show. We all know live.
For New Year.
Okay,
Excuse me.
good.
I have plans for New Year's night.
You better.
Because I was the first one to say, I'm not going to be here for New Year's. You were like, oh,
good.
me too. And so Darryl was like, okay, we're going to do it Wednesday. So I was like, okay, all right.
All right.
Now I might do something during the day, but at night, no, I got plans.
No, we're gonna go into the new year. No Mobutu niggas. No,
did she look away?
The way you run your channel is the way you run your channel.
Hey, look here.
The way I run mine is the way I run mine.
Okay, well that's it.
Well, and you run your channel and don't come over here when the Mobutu niggas be blowing the spear darts.
You don't have no problem taking some of them Mobutu cash up and super chats, and I do you.
All right. One of them damn dart shooting niggas come over here bother me.
Okay, whatever. Everybody know what they need.
Talking about they sent Kim sent me and then come over here and bother me. I don't shoot darts and I don't beat drums. I throw hollow points. I ain't playing with these Mobutus in 2022. They better. That's all right. After Mike Tyson.
And actually, I need to talk to you offline about guns and getting my license.
Yeah,
well, you don't have to have a license here, but I still want to get training.
Oh Lord, somebody put a gun in Kim's hand. Look out.
Stop.
Just look out.
I need to be able to protect myself.
Seriously, I'm gonna be. That's another one of my thrusts in the beginning of the new year.
You have the right arm of justice. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, seriously, Kim. I'll do that for you, but also I'm gonna be doing a range day, and I'm gonna record it and do a YouTube live.
Okay, all right.
Where I show proper gun safety and tips and
advice. Right, that's what I need.
Yeah, I'm gonna set up I'm gonna actually interview a gun shop owner here that can advise ladies or anybody first time gun buyer the proper things that they need to have or do. So I'm gonna be doing that. I'm shifting my focus.
Because when my aunt lived with me, I didn't have one because I wasn't quite sure, and when my brother lived with me, I wasn't sure either. But now I'm gonna be living alone with my dog. I'm like, oh, I think I need something.
Well, I could tell you personal suggestion. For your home, I would suggest a 12 gauge shotgun. That solves all problems. Get you a 12 gauge shotgun.
Where the fuck? I'm so sorry. Where the hell am I gonna go? The Walmart, the Target?
No.
Where do I buy a 12 gauge shotgun?
You don't carry that out in the street. That's for a house only.
I understand, but where am I going to buy one at?
Oh, that's easy. Damn.
They got. I don't know. Imagine me going to the store, and be like, "Sir, can I get?"
I'm just sitting over here thinking about when you make boy mad and he knocks over your 12 gauge shotgun and shoot the shit at you because you done took up too much space in the bed. Because you know how boy is. He'll be on kick your gun over and it'll be boom, boom.
Caleb's. I don't know if y'all have Caleb Sporting Goods there or Dick Sporting Goods.
There's a Dick Sporting Goods.
Okay, well, I'm going to refer you. Yeah, you can give them a Dick's.
I can see now. I can see it now. Kim hitting the live button.
No, Kim do not need a damn Draco.
Look, here go everybody.
Yours truly. No, wait a minute. She do not.
Kim will go live talking about, I just been shot by my dog, boy. I need for everybody to hit the like button because I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I actually caught one of her videos today. Her boy in the car. I said, I know Kim ain't about to do no whole video with this dog in the car. Talking about me and boy taking a ride again.
5 views.
I am
People
done
watching
with
me
you.
and boy in the car.
I'm done with you. I'm like, oh my
I think I'm
God.
gonna make boy a channel.
Well, you may as well, because there's a whole lot of mutts on YouTube.
Oh shit.
So you may as well go ahead and give your dog a channel, because the rest of the mutts seem to be doing quite well. I'm just saying.
Hell. What? No, Kim can't have no Draco, y'all. No.
That don't even sound right, because I heard Soldier Boy say Draco, and I don't no.
Draco
It don't even sound right coming out of his mouth. You want me to get that?
No, it's a drum that holds large amounts of ammunition. You don't need that. No, but seriously, I'm going to show you how to, everybody should have a pocket knife. Well, I'm going to do the video, but I'm just giving you a cliff note. Like, in the case of emergencies, national disasters, whatever, you need to have supplies, certain supplies, non-perishable food items, a knife, can opener, matches, stuff that's waterproof, so that if you fall into the water, your stuff don't get damaged. Flashlight, all that simple stuff. Yeah. But the key thing for home defense, if you have a good 12 gauge shotgun, either full length or either the pistol grip, you're not carrying it outside the house. It's just for the house. If somebody breaks into your house, you have an intruder. But day to day, when you're driving, you need your nice little pistol. I would suggest a 9mm if you're gonna get that type of gun. But if not, get you a revolver, which 38 snub nose, which fits perfect for. No, I'm gonna talk to you.
Don't take any notes on this shit. Let me just tell you right now. I'm telling you right now, you know how Darryl is. You start talking about guns and weaponry and all this kind of stuff, he'll have your ass in a bulletproof vest and all kind of stuff. And look, and on the back of her Kim's bulletproof vest, it's gonna say, "Let me see your transcript." I'm not fooling with Darryl. No.
I am a big advocate for women and having means to protect themselves. And that's the taser, O2 spray, things like that you can get.
I was thinking about getting that too. Like maybe to start it off, get a little knife, some spray.
Everybody should have a pocket knife and some.
I was thinking about something small. But eventually up to a gun. But you don't say a shotgun.
No, that's for the house. If somebody kick your door in, and you reach over on that nightstand.
But you know what, Darryl? I was reading an article, Real Talk, and I forgot where it was.
Right?
There was a person whose home got broken into, and the person shot the intruder, and they were literally, I think they arrested the homeowner. And I was like, when I read the article, I was like, you're now getting arrested for defending yourself in your own property.
In Texas, it's king of the castle law.
Castle law. See, that's what it means. Somebody breaking your house, you have a right to defend yourself.
That was the old man. He shot an intruder. They questioned him, but he wasn't arrested.
Yeah,
they were like, he told them, he warned them, and then when the police came to his house, they saw where the shells were, and they were like, "Oh, that is showing that he was defending himself from inside the house." Another person was coming in.
Yeah, but see, in Ohio, you used to have to, even with somebody breaking your house before they passed the law, you had to, if you were able, to try to get out of your house, run away. Like if you came to my front door and there was a back door I could get out of, I had to take the back door. I couldn't defend myself on my house. I had to try to flee. But now we have the stand your ground law, just like Florida. You come, you run up, you get done up. And,
well, in California, our gun laws are way stricter.
Yeah. Because in California,
I have a stun gun and a pistol.
In California, you can't have a gun with over 10 rounds in the clip. That's how strict y'all gun laws are.
Yeah, well, I guess because so many people would turn that on to the police. I mean, we have a car chase here every 5 minutes, and I think that those things would get really intense because some of these people are just career criminals. They spend their whole life, being career criminals.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. But I didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but I'm very pro Second Amendment. I support legal gun ownership and safe gun ownership. because the times we live in, shoot, you could be doing something as simple as being at the gas pump and somebody sitting there and try to rob you,
Yeah.
or you put your groceries in your car, somebody try to rob you, take your car, try to
And-
hurt you.
And
Oh,
Houston
somebody-
is having a lot of that. People are going to shopping and people are getting them in the parking lot or the parking garage or following them to the house. There was a lady with a baby in front of her house about to go into
I
the
remember
gate
that.
and got robbed. And I was
Especially in
like-
California, because you all these people have all of these designer bags and all of this stuff. You designer diaper bags and stuff, and they just steal the stuff and go hawk it and sell it. And all these boosters, and that's one other reason why I don't buy hot stuff. Like I'm just not one of these people who you're not gonna give me a hot DVD player or a bunch of DVDs.
Do
or
they
something.
still make DVD players?
I think so. I think
Stop.
so.
Hey, what are they doing about that little girl, man, that got shot in the Burlington out there? She was getting clothes for her coming of age party, her 15th birthday party. I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, and she died because the guy, I guess, ran in there and the police shot in there and she got hit. And she was in the dressing room, I think.
She was hiding in the dressing room.
She was hiding.
She had the shots. So I'm like, the poor little girl.
That was so sad. Died in her mama's arms.
It should have. Intruder is past the threshold.
That's right. Because if I shoot you and I'll drag you in the house, I swear to God I will. Petty like that. But Marcellus, they're gonna make a big deal out of the fact that because the little girl said I think the family was not naturalized citizens or something to that effect. So these racists gonna make some little comment about the girl not. She wouldn't have got shot had she not been in our country.
What?
I'm sure. Empathy. But like I tell everybody, Hispanic people and a lot of these people that are in the country right now, they are the new nigga. They just don't recognize it. And when you're trying to make a life for yourself and your family, it is what it is, and people just need to learn how to respect them and give them an opportunity to express themselves and have their freedom, just like we have the limited amount of freedom that we have here as well.
I feel you.
What you pouring in your cup? Tea?
Hennessy.
Oh,
I have a tea pack.
And I don't mistreat people who are not native to the country. I just don't like when people do that. I'm sorry.
Respective angle. She was shopping for her quinceañera.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what she was getting clothes for. She was 14, and her parents were in there buying, and she died in her mama's arm.
And her father said he was on his way to buying her. He was going to get her some Laker tickets because that's something that they wanted to do together. Right. And he was so distraught. I mean, I don't think he could even speak.
Man, let me tell you, that's heartbreaking, bro. I mean, you in a store buying your daughter an outfit for her coming of age party, and that's how right around the holidays, and then and she wasn't even her family wasn't even involved in what these cops was doing. And then the guy that they caught, that they did arrest him, he didn't even have a weapon. They shot. They were shooting at an unarmed man and shot through the wall and killed this girl with an M16.
Well, that's the funny thing to me. When these people in this country are so afraid of black and brown people that the things that they do.
The white people.
Man, it just the things that they do.
I'm sorry, I see a group of white boys. I want to step across the street.
Oh yeah, you better. Nowadays.
I want to grab my pocketbook when I see them in the store.
I don't run from nobody. I ain't on the track team.
Okay, oh my goodness.
But you know what they say about me.
Super nigga, okay?
Yeah, you know what they say about me. I'm violent anyway.
Just crazy. The whole thing is crazy. But I'm with you, Kim. If I see a crowd of young people, period, I don't care if they're black or white, I'm crossing the street. I don't even care. I'm getting out of the way. And if you start not navigating towards me, then I'm gonna know what's up right away.
15 in the clip and one
Who's
in the
beating
hole.
people with a bicycle handle?
Cigar vlogger makes some bodies turn cold. Let me stop.
Lord, here
Mhm.
you go.
Oh, and the last game, I think it was I want to say it was during the Browns home game as the game was letting out. This guy decided he gonna go downtown. For those of you who've been to Cleveland, he was coming right around the corner from the casino in the heart of downtown, less than 6, 7 blocks because the stadium across the bridge. And he out there with a pistol, just busting shots in the middle of the street. And and the cop told him to put it down. He put the gun down. He complied. Then I guess he thought for me, I want my gun back. And reached down to pick it up again, and they lit him up like a Christmas tree right downtown, across from the police department in the jail.
You think he was trying to kill himself? And he wanted to do suicide by cop?
He was very successful.
Mm.
Because that
Well, I was listening to Jamel Hill's podcast, and a part of her podcast, they were discussing about changing the terminology from defunding the police and actually coming up with a different terminology because it's actually going to hinder, the Democratic Party as they, try and run in certain states and things right now. Because using the word defund is, to most people, it just sounds like you're not going to have a police station.
and that's not what it means.
Right. And so they were talking about, changing the language of it. But that's one of the things that, I think is really important.
Well,
but
what
another
word do we
thing,
use?
I don't know, they didn't give a suggestion. She kind of laughed it off and was talking about something else. But I see a new trend that's happening. Now they've turned Kamala Harris into a bully. This is the new talking point from the Republican Party. Now she's a bully. Everything is she's a bully. She's a bully. Our bully, the vice president. So the same thing that they did to Hillary Clinton, I'm noticing now they're on this.
So women
She's
are
a bully
now when they're assertive and do their job.
Yeah, and I know, and that's another thing, Kim, that I was having a conversation with somebody. I don't know why is it that when a woman is strong, she's a bully. I don't get it when a woman is intelligent and she's smart. Because you don't get to be the vice president of the United States, speaking Mookieisms.
Oh, that's a good respective angle. You've got smart parts. Reform the police. Okay.
That's
right.
That's a good
reform the police. Okay.
Because so every now and then, and over here with the 18, we run into the my baloney has a first name crew, and the the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s, and the folks that have to eat their Chef Boyardee, and they hang around us.
Hey, I got Chef Boyardee in the kitchen.
Yeah, and you don't tell anybody else that, Kim. Don't. You're over.
It ain't the only thing I got in the kitchen. I'm just saying.
I know, but you're over 30 and you've got Chef Boyardee in your cabinet.
Well, I do have the ravioli myself, so I guess I'm.
That's what I'm saying. I got the ravioli in there.
Y'all shut up. Please don't tell anyone else. Please, I'm serious. Don't tell anyone else. Because everything that's in that can, you can make yourself, and it could be fresh and not out of a can.
Oh, we'll use goat cheese, and
yes, you can, and Grey Poupon, nigga. I'm just saying. Well, you did have potty meat today because you so Southern. You act like you still in North Carolina. And I'll tell you what somebody told me today.
My brother likes potty meat.
No. Somebody told me today. He said he went home to North Carolina and he was trying his best to to be nice and describe it to me. And I stopped him and I said, I know what you're thinking. It's like getting into a time capsule and going back in time. And I swear when I said that, he fell out laughing. He was like, it really is, dude. He's like, they're stuck. And I'm like, yeah, they're stuck. It's a whole different kind of way of life in North Carolina. They have no idea how the rest of the world lives. When I lived in North Carolina, I felt like people lived like I did. I thought people came home every day and sat on the porch and had them a glass of sweet tea, sat in a rocking chair. I thought people did that every day. I didn't know, people had, busy lives the way my life is busy now. I didn't know you go from one thing to the next, you know.
Well, I sit on my porch in Ohio, and I'm gonna buy me a rocking chair.
Oh, I agree. Your ass gonna be cold. Keep sitting. You go on, sit on
No,
out there.
and when spring come out, I'm gonna be shelling peas on my front porch too, and I want somebody to say something, see what they get.
Well, Tracy, to answer your question, what's in potty meat? They actually take Tracy's horn and they sort of put it in a meat grinder and shave it
Stop.
down, and they use that as some of the potted meat in the can. So they take Tracy's, horn that she has on her head and they shave it down a little bit, and that's what they make potted meat out of.
You need to stop.
I'm not gonna go there with him.
I'm just saying.
See, Breezy, we know. But
Potted
the real
meat.
show is over here.
Potted meat ingredients are chicken, beef tripe, water, salt,
See,
garlic
Breezy,
powder,
I'm just gonna
vinegar.
tell you, I don't even know how to get this off of. Wait a minute. Yeah, can y'all take that off the screen for me? Thank you. See, Breezy, we just don't do that. We don't do that in our chat. We don't talk about other people's shows, who's live and what they're talking about. We don't do that over here. And you guys, we don't really use names of other content creators unless we give you permission to do so. That's a rule that we just have over here. So just in the future, see, Breezy, please don't do that.
But yeah, I'm not gonna go there with you talking about people sitting on the front porch and all that stuff, because I'd rather enjoy doing that.
Well, you couldn't sit on your porch if you lived in Texas.
Yeah, you can. You just have
No,
to do
you
it at
can't.
night.
Oh shit. You know how humid it is in Texas on them hot days.
We would when I was little, we'd be on the porch, but it would be like after 5, after 6.
And it'd be still hot, and you still want to take your shirt off and just sit there on the porch and let the mosquitoes eat you because it's so damn hot. I was in Texas one day and I literally took off
you went one day and you were in some place.
No. I had stayed there for a week. I was there on business, and I'm not kidding. I walked to the 7-Eleven and took all my clothes off. By the time I got to the 7-Eleven,
who told you to walk there?
Well, that's just me. I just like to walk. And I walked to the 7-Eleven and Lord have mercy. Yes, I did.
Nobody said don't walk in Texas.
Yes, I did. I took all my clothes off. I walked in that look, no lie. You know how some places have a thing where they say no shoes and no shirt, no service or whatever. By the time I got to that 7-Eleven, I said, I wish a nigga would tell me I got to put my shirt back on. I'll be like Wiley and tear this whole 7-Eleven up. I'll be like,
y'all need.
I tear this whole damn 7-Eleven up. Tell me I can't do what I need to do. I ain't lying. And see, Kim, you've been down there so long, you've gotten used to it. It's the same thing with people in Arizona.
No, I am not used to the heat down here. I just know not to walk to the 7-Eleven in the middle of the day in Texas.
Right. Well, see, Breezy, I get it. I was just letting you know what the rules were, so in the future you would know. That's all. I know you didn't mean any harm. I know.
Man.
Fred Samuel, you might as well not visit in June or July either. It's still gonna be hot. Make sure whatever you driving, it has the AC.
Oh, and speaking of turkey legs, have you ever been to that turkey hut?
Outside, you need to let me know.
No, I haven't been to Turkey Hut. Oh, you talking to Kim?
Kim, have you ever been to that turkey hut that's so famous for you guys?
No, because every time I go by, it's a line around the block.
But you got to wait and get in the line and tell us how good it is.
Say, boy, they might give him some turkey meat.
We'll see.
No, they ain't coming
but
out
I have
right.
to say, I'm a little disappointed in Turkey Leg Hut because when Art Kelly came to town, he was all up in there taking pictures and stuff. And I was like, okay.
Speaking of Art Kelly.
But
oh, hell.
Kim, you have any news for us regarding that? Because I know you pay attention to that.
Some guy there's R. Kelly sector. Well, I guess R. Kelly supporter is somehow talking about counting down the days until he's free to 51 days. But Diva Divine Light says that's some BS, like wishful thinking on their part. Yeah.
Well, I'm just anticipating trying to see what they're actually going to do to him. If you want to be frank.
I hope they leave him in there and put him in general population.
Well, I wonder if, but I no. Well, I mean, he won't last in general population. But I could nominate a whole bunch of YouTubers to go to Gen Pop.
Mm-hmm.
What's Sylvia lady?
Oh, you talk. They must be talking about the lady that was working with that just got convicted today. I don't know her first name though. Oh, what's that woman's name?
Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah, Gazelle Maxwell. She going. Ooh.
And that other lady, she's probably gonna go to jail too. Elizabeth Montgomery. She's the one that tried to tell everybody like, "Oh, we can do." It was something she was talking about, some new technology testing of the blood, and then finally it was all like,
yeah.
Her jury is deliberating right now.
Oh, she's gonna go for sure.
Y'all need to watch that documentary about her. I think it's on HBO. And
I saw it. I was like,
oh my goodness,
it ain't looking good for her. But I was shocked that this woman that got convicted, that they didn't take a plea deal, because they had offered her a plea deal. But
how did they find her not guilty on the last charge? I'm sorry, Derek.
It was just that one charge. But I mean, they got her to the point where she ain't never gonna hit the street again. So, and she just turned 60-something years old on Christmas Day. So any sentence she get over 25 years, that's basically a life in prison sentence.
And I just read the article. They said one of the charges she can get up to 40 years. That's just one of the charges. And I'm just like,
right. That's my point. So when you go to jail and you're my age or older, and anytime they put a sentence on you of 25 years and longer, that's pretty much a life sentence. Because if you get 40 years, you got to do at least 25, you're already 60. Life expectancy is only 75, 77 years anyway. So you basically expect this person to die behind bars. And that's what she's going to get, because she was out here setting up these little girls to be exploited by these men, wealthy, powerful men. And a lot of people, I want to see that list of people that visited the island, because the documentary only touched a little bit. The documentary talked about celebrities. The documentary didn't talk about these billionaires that are not famous. They're just very rich that be on that island mess with them little girls. It's some very powerful people that this woman, if she talks, could bring down a lot of people globally. And I'm surprised nobody has tried to kill her yet. I'm really surprised.
Speaking of trying to kill someone, there's YouTubers who keep trying to meet people at Denny's and beat them up. And, I don't understand.
I wish they would have texted me, because I know what the Denny's was they were going to go to. I could have went there and filmed it and got a Ratatouille fresh and fruity.
But do they not understand that movie has already played on the internet streets and people went to jail and somebody got probation? They want to go ahead and go down that route again
and banned from social media for 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I just think people should use wisdom.
Is this year 2 for her?
I think this is year 2.
And then somebody was asking me the other day, they were like, well, I wonder when she gets off probation, is she going to come back to the internet? And I would say, I would hope not. I would hope that, she's moved on with her life and things have gotten better. But, these are some dumb people on this here internet. I swear for Jesus, the Lord, I mean, we need to have an intervention. They need to have a Dr. Phil for the internet. I'm serious. They really do. They need to have somewhere that people can sign in and receive a counseling section. That's all I'm saying. Or they need to pass out gummies to all content creators, because I think even I would take a fucking pack of gummies at this point.
That's a really good place. They have some really good gummies.
Yeah.
The daiquiri.
But speaking of that, is it legal in your state to take that stuff, Kim, and be working? Can you work and take them drugs and stuff?
No, the gummies that I'm talking about, they're alcohol gummies, liquor
Oh,
gummies. They're
oh,
not
okay.
chemical
Because
gummies.
no, what I'm finding out in California, because no, I mean, when you go outside in Los Angeles, it just smells like one big blunt. I'm
Mm-mm.
not lying. You go outside in LA, I mean, and the smell of that crap makes my stomach hurt. But everybody is high. The people pass you, they high. You be in a business place and you be like, well, you know that smell. You're very familiar with it. I just don't understand why we're letting these people get away with that. And these people think that they're intelligent. That's what be getting me. And then they say, oh, well, it's not a drug. It's not a drug. It is a drug. I'm sorry. Now, if you need it for health reasons, I'm grateful for you to have something that can alleviate your pain. But the rest of you, who only have 3 brain cells, you have no business smoking marijuana in the first place because half of you are just slow anyway. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Why are you smoking marijuana when you're dumb? Because the only thing it does is make you even more stupid. And it's like, talking to Homer Simpson. I kid you not. The more you deal with these people, the more, you're just looking like, why are they scratching their head? It's like I'm saying basic things here. I'm not saying anything that's really integral. We're talking
Oh,
about, very minute, very small things. I mean, it's not very, I'm just saying.
mm.
I'm sorry. And shout out to all the weed smokers. Whoever's in the chat, if y'all smoke weed, shout out to you.
You know, Daryl's
Just make
son,
sure y'all
you need to
don't smoke
start.
and drive. That's all I'm saying.
Well, hell, if they smoke and drive, they ain't doing it about 15, 20 miles an hour.
And that's another reason why I can't stand their ass, because they supposed to be speed up and driving regular, but them niggas be going so slow. And why are you stopping at a damn stop sign and you stay there for 20 minutes and you don't even press on the gas to get out? It's a stop sign.
They're waiting on the color to change. They
Oh,
high.
it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Didn't Dave Chappelle say he did that too?
Hey.
Just be high as a kite.
I was in college. My roommate was Jamaican, and he had some weed that he called lamb's breath. I don't know where he had it brought all the way from Jamaica, snuck into the country, and he was in his room smoking. I was in my room studying, and I got a contact high. I got so high that our roommate Donna, God rest her soul, Donna was talking to me, and I was so high for the contact, I actually saw the words coming out of her mouth, letters flying, and I was scared. I thought I was gonna die that night. I had all the windows up. It was wintertime. I had all the windows up. I was putting cold water on my face and everything. I was trying to snap up out of that. I was paranoid. I was sitting there. I could hear my heartbeat, and I was just like, "Oh, this ain't good right here." Why do people want to get high like this, Lord?
Well, that's when you start singing Soft Kitty.
Soft Kitty.
You just when you that high, you just start singing Soft Kitty. You need to send out a signal to the rest of the world that you high and you ain't gonna make it. You just start singing Soft Kitty, and folks they'll come to your rescue.
That girl was talking. I could see the words coming out of her mouth, the letters and everything. I said, "Oh shit, this ain't gonna end well. God help me. Oh, this ain't gonna end well, Lord." So
that's horrible.
We've
That
been
is
here.
absolutely horrible.
Man, I was stoned, as the white people say. I was stoned.
Lola, was that on the cruise ship, or was that in Jamaica where you had the burger? Because I did have some great burgers on the cruise ship when I went to Jamaica. Because Guy Torrey has his own restaurant on some of the cruise ships, and his burgers are just great. That's
Are
the
they
game.
good? Because he has a kitchen here.
That's the guy from Drivers, Dive-Ins, and
you're talking about Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri. Yeah, that guy is phenomenal.
Guy Torrey is the comedian. I like that.
Yeah, I know. I forgot. Mm-hmm.
He has a new show coming on. A new
for burgers.
And he's like, you have to he's gonna give you the key to his restaurant, to run his restaurant.
Oh, okay. Well, Lola, it might have been that guy's restaurant, especially if you were on Carnival, because I know he has a deal with Carnival.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, his burgers are great. Yeah, his burgers are great. And unlimited mushrooms, because I love mushrooms. I was piling them mushrooms up on my daggone burger.
Mm.
You and the mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, since I don't get high,
You might well eat the
I
shroom.
gotta have my mushrooms some kind of way.
Sauteed instead of chewed up, huh?
Yeah,
Dried.
something. I don't put any goat cheese on them or anything, but I mean, it's a little way of living. And speaking of living, I think your president is gonna struggle. I don't know whether or not he's gonna make it this next go round, because I'm telling y'all, I'm giving you a heads up. I don't know if he gonna make it, and if he runs again,
I don't think he's gonna run again. I think this is
yeah.
gonna be it for him.
Yeah, he can't. I don't see him running
Because
again.
some days I look at him, I'm like, dude, he look like he just want to go back to bed.
And he seems sometimes, I will be honest with you, it takes him a minute to sort of catch up. And I mean, it takes him a minute.
I'm not messing with y'all. Let's go get this Nutville. I'm not gonna mess with y'all.
No, I'm just serious. Whatever he's taken or not taken, I think he should consult Barbara J. Warren, because maybe she can help him with some type of, elixir or something, so that you can keep yourself ahead of schedule. I think he should contact Barbara. Barbara will help him out, because for a minute there, Barbara was seeing all kind of stuff. She saw her head on a thumbnail.
Whatever told me that, I was like,
whatever Barbara was taking, shoot, Barbara be sharp as a whip now. Shoot, need something. I'm just saying, our president needs help. I'm just saying. I don't know who's gonna run. If they let Kamala Harris run, I think Barbara say stop. I am Barbara. I'm just messing with you. You know it. But I think Kamala can't run. She definitely can't run. She can't run because they're already painting her as a bully and stuff in this. And this country don't want a female president.
But then who are we? What other? We just gotta find somebody, some other options. Like what? Who is it?
Well, if the old man dropped
dead, go back younger, then
it's already the decision made for him.
Who?
If Biden dies, she become president.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he's one banana peel away. But I'm just saying, seriously, Kim. I mean,
but if he makes it to the 4-year mark,
you think he's gonna run again?
And 2024, I don't think he's gonna run again.
Well, I know Trump's gonna run, so y'all can just can just get ready for that. He's gonna run.
Did you see the other day where he was talking about vaccines to Candace Owens? And she got mad at him.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
yeah. Well, she got mad at him because he was telling the truth for a change. I'm just saying, he was telling the truth. Anytime you tell these anti-vaxxers that they should take a vaccine, they just want to kill you. And let me ask y'all in the chat. Darryl, do you remember the pick and save? You remember pick and save?
The pick and save.
Did y'all have pick and saves when you were?
Yeah, and the green stamp, the green stamps and everything.
They have a pick and save here in California, near the Sam's Club that I went to today. There's a pick and save.
Did you go and try it?
Yes, I did. Just to see. I didn't buy anything. Yes, I did. I got some hand sanitizer. I got hand sanitizer because I was just so shocked to see this pick and save. I was like, anybody else in the chat? Y'all remember pick and save?
I've heard of a pick and save, but I've never seen a pick and save.
Oh, I was just amazed. Well, I don't want to put Darryl to sleep, so
let's do Nutville.
And thank you, Sonia Pons, for the cash app. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me see here. Let me see. Tiff says, yes, I remember. I actually have a pick and save. I should have took a picture so I could show y'all. In a minute, they're going to bring back the damn Woolworth.
I wish they would. They had some good food at that time.
But here's what's going to happen. Because we're going backwards in time. They'll be telling all the niggas you can't sit at the counter. Because now we're just going backwards. Everything in the country is going backwards.
Like some stuff, people are trying to go back to a time period where they think it was good for them, and it's always the white. I'm sorry, the racists who want to go back to those times, not
Oh,
everybody else.
Marcellus, you said that we can't sit at the Woolworth counter.
No,
Oh,
but I'm just
Marcellus.
saying, Daryl, everything's going backwards. These people are pretending like they're not racist, and we know clearly they're racist. And Lynn, a pick and save is they just had all of these little things that you could, for inexpensive prices, and they have good stuff at the pick and save. Some stuff like I found some Tefal like spoons, and they had the cutting board for 3 set cutting board for like $10. So they had Pick and Save had some really good stuff. I'm just saying.
Mm-mm. Well, my favorite time and the reason we are here, Nutville 2021. The nominations are at the bottom.
I wish I could put another one down there, but I know Darryl don't like the Mobutu niggas coming over here. So
We probably wouldn't even know who it was if you added them to the list. We wouldn't even know.
We're dealing with jokers we dealt with every day for 2 years, but they amped up their foolery in 2021. So what say you, ladies and gentlemen? At the bottom, we have our
poll. I've seen people put polls in the live. Can you do that there or no? Is that something else?
No, that's for you can do polls like on Facebook. I've never been able to do. You can do them on YouTube for your community wall.
Yeah, we should do that. You
but
should make one.
Yeah, but I saw someone put a poll in an actual live chat, and people click on it.
I don't know how to do that. I ain't that.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Well, you got the top of the line account, which means you probably can do it. You just don't know how.
I probably can, so I'll do a tutorial for that in the future. So what say? Look like 1 and 2 getting the vote so far. Some of y'all said 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, well, this year for me, what took the cake for me is this G-Tube no telling the truth nigga I've ever seen in my life. I'm just saying. And this is the only time you're going to get for me to say anything about you, sir.
Look at the scroll at the bottom of the screen. 1 is Mookie, 2 is Parking Lot Thought, 3 is Lil Darryl, 4 is Gollum.
That's a close call right there. I might have to.
I have to agree with Marcellus for number 1. It's the G2. When y'all told me, I was like, "What are y'all?" When y'all told me, I thought y'all were talking about a fucking movie. So y'all saw on TV. It was an episode of American Greed, CNBC. I thought it was an Oxygen episode. I was like, "He did what? Where did he go?" He was who was texting? I was like. Mm-mm.
Well, the new narrative is. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it straight.
Kim calls it
because every week that the story changes. Then he said just a minute ago. Somebody told me he said he didn't send none of the text message. He ain't send nothing.
Well, we heard him admit.
Yeah, I know. So I mean, it's just weird. This situation is weird. If somebody would have told me that this idiot would have done what he's done, I would never have believed you. But he's getting help from another idiot. But see, their wonder powers didn't even activate again because they're over there trying to drive a wedge between all of us, saying that somebody's talking, that they're talking about each other and blah, blah, blah. Listen, we don't give 2 shits about none of that. We're all grown over here. And anything that we have, we can talk it out amongst each other and pick it up and keep on moving. You'll never see us online cussing each other out and acting a fool the way y'all act a fool. So go on over there. It didn't work again. Just not going to work. So don't know what you expect.
And how dare you lie on Darryl and say that he has naked pictures of people in his buy me a coffee. Everybody know that is not his MO.
And let me just say this. If somebody the picture that was mentioned about that other content creator, that picture's been in there for quite some time, and everybody over here knows about that photograph. So if you're dumb and you're slow and you're just now catching up to it, you're stupid. And if you are unaware of the fact of Darryl, a private part photograph, we've been talked about that, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe even longer than that. So you
I
late
believe it
on
was
that
on
party.
somebody's Instagram.
Right. And let me tell you
Mm.
something. When you going to take some text messages from 7 months ago and try to make something out of nothing, you're
There you go.
wasting your time. Because some of the people that was in that chat are no longer even alive.
Hmm.
So you're just a fool for even trying it. Why didn't you have a text message from last week?
Mm.
No, well, respective angle, I have to do this because this is a part of the Nutville. I'm just filling you guys in because there's a whole lot of narratives being created. Oh, and I was told that the salamander is innocent.
Innocent of what?
Whatever she's claiming that she's innocent of.
Uh, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know.
Very
But
interesting.
these people should go somewhere and find them something to do. Get a job, get a hobby. Because according to Andrea, she has a very tough time keeping a job. That's what she told me personally. She said she can't keep no job.
Mm.
And, so you don't have no room to be over here talking about what somebody else is doing for a living, and all of these other people, I mean, they just need to go somewhere. And they always talking about people who are actually doing something. It's just crazy to me.
What is it
There
with
you go.
people? I'm still experiencing that in the other sector too. People who got jobs are being looked down upon. I don't understand. People with more education are being talked about. Like I don't get
Mm,
it.
Well, when you sit around somebody giving you money, you don't appreciate going out and having to work for it. So, like my mama used to always tell me, say anything you get easy, you won't appreciate it. But if you had to work for it, you'll appreciate it. You'll take care of it.
Right. Well, it's sad when other people have to take our rejects and try and make something out of it. But Harlow, reject. Andrea, reject.
Mm-hmm.
Mookie, definitely a reject.
Section 8, Section 4F, everything else, reject.
So you all take whatever you're going to do and go on about your business. As I said, and the only reason why I'm saying or speaking on this at this point, because this is our final show of the year, and I don't give two shits about you. Sorry, motherfuckers. Let me just say that. I want to be clear. Job having motherfuckers. I don't give two shits about none of you. And I don't understand how someone could be working and doing the things that he does. And what kind of person is he that he could speak like this? I'm a very intelligent person, motherfucker. That's why I'm working and I sit where I sit. And I
And
enjoy the things that I enjoy, bitch.
this section of the show is brought to you by the Samuel L. Jackson School of Cursing.
I'm just saying. Fuck you. You eight heads in a duffel bag ass nigga. Go somewhere. You're a retard. All of you over there, a bunch of retards. You're dressing up in costumes, wigs and weaves, G tubes, all kind of stuff. Just costumed all out. And then you expect for somebody to respect you. Go to hell. That's what you can do.
So it looks like we got a slight lead for number one over number two.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sure everybody gonna go for number one this year because it just you know what
It's
Mookie Rhymes.
unbelievable. It's just like you,
Yeah, well,
dude. Are you even getting eye surgery? You getting eye surgery? Are you even going? Is that your name?
Yes, that's his name.
yeah, that's his name, Mookie Dookie. That's my new name for him, Mookie Dookie, because everything around him just looks like shit and sounds like shit. Mookie Dookie, Mookie Dookie. I'm just saying. And all I ever did was try to help this boy. I'm so over these people. I'm over them. And this is it. I'm serious. I won't. God is my witness. I won't say nothing else because I don't want to be bothered with you, Mookie Dookie.
Well, the Nutville of the year 2021 goes to the man himself, Mr. Fuck Flu.
Yeah, when you got patriotic cancer, we need to write all this stuff down. And then he tell all the women they're a bunch of butches.
That's
What's What's a butchers?
I
Oh,
don't know. It's right up there with repainting.
repaint. Yeah. Or but y'all got to tell me what is defame my what was the word? Defame not character, but what's the word he used? Defame my.
Oh, don't get me to line.
Oh my God! It was in the chat. That thing was funny. Not defame my character. Defame. My. Oh, I almost called it. I know someone get a.
Yeah, Betty, we heard that. I heard a little bit of it, about 2 seconds of it. I didn't listen to the whole song because I was too busy looking at that ugly ass woman in that damn leopard outfit with them beat up bop titties, and I couldn't get past the Grand Canyon cave that was in between her two tits. You know,
Oh shit! I'm
I
glad
couldn't
I
make
didn't
it
see
out
that.
of that. I was stuck on those. Cause you know it's sad when you would try to make love to a woman, you have to tie a rope around her neck and lower your ass into her two titties, cause it's like the Grand Canyon. It's like you're
Oh,
going mountain climbing.
defame my carnival. That's it.
You mean defame my kid? You know what?
He said defame my carnival instead of character. He said defame. Y'all trying to defame my carnival. Oh, help us, God. But y'all, he's the winner, the 2021 Nutville of the Year, all the way from the living room with all the clothes in a pile. He is none other than Mr. Fuck Flu himself. And he had the audacity to
The
be out
audacity.
to be the Nutville of 2021 for these YouTube streets. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yay.
you need that. You need that. You need that music. You need that little thing that goes on when they clap her.
Oh, you better cut that out, so you know, because if you do that too long, one of them glitter biscuit niggas is gonna show up, and you're gonna be really in trouble. Because
Mhm.
you know they love twinkle toes over there.
Okay. On that note, I'm out.
I'm just
But
saying, and then then when they can say what they want to say, but we can't say shit. And then because the moment you say something, you're labeled homophobic. That's the new thing nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. They expect to say whatever they want to say to you, and then when you say something
Yeah.
back to them, you're homophobic. It's ridiculous.
but I ain't gonna be homophobic, but I am gonna deal with the spy in the camp real soon.
Say what now?
I'm gonna deal with the spy in the camp that's been dropping supposed chats and text messages. I'm gonna deal with you, sir. I'm gonna deal with you soon. And was it worth your 40 pieces of silver?
What now?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'm gonna deal with you.
And
And it
whoever,
ain't
and let me just say, because I
it
know
ain't
you
gonna
done
be
made up, you done made up with the. I just need to say, everybody can go into their 2022 not worried about me, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm done with all of you. So y'all can
Mhm.
keep doing what you're doing, keep scheming and scamming, and you'll get your just due. That's for sure.
uh-huh. But you're gonna get that real soon, spy, snitch. You're gonna get yours. I got
Mhm.
something special for you. The quote Ving Rhames from Pulp Fiction. I ain't through with you by a long shot. I'm about to get medieval on your ass.
Hmm.
I got something
And
for
I'm
you.
and I'm not for to tell Darryl to stop either. Not. I'm not. You deserve what's coming.
Cause you betrayed a trust. I can deal with somebody that don't like me. I know they don't like me. I respect the fact that they don't like me. Hell, I don't like them either. But you came and tried to pass yourself off as being a friend when you were actually a foe.
Yeah, shout out to the over 200 of you that are joining us live. I'm so very honored and blessed. Please hit the like button.
But
Please make sure you guys share this broadcast somewhere on your social media. And
Yes.
let me say
ah,
this.
thank you so much.
If you have to make all of your content about other people, then you have no content,
Mhm.
period. And if you need to learn what the word commentary means, you can shoot over an email and I will give you an explanation of commentary. But showing other people's commentary while you try and make commentary is not actually commentary. Just so you know. And you are correct, She Nurses TV. There will be no new friends over here. And I'm warning anybody. If you start some shit in 2022, I'm just going to make you disappear. You're not even going to be nowhere over here. You're just gone. And we ain't going to go back and forth with you. You're just disappearing. And folks is going to be looking for you.
Back and forth with you niggas.
Well, thank y'all for coming. We'll see you next year.
Right.
And we still together.
Bye. Mookie, monkeys have pink toes, Mookie.
And stop saying my name.
They have pink toes, Mookie. Monkeys have pink toes.
I know what I'm gonna send Mookie. I'm gonna, as his award, as his prize for winning Nutville of the Year. I'm gonna send him a hooked on phonics, C and say, or Dick and Jane Speller.
I say send him a piece of dookie, because that goes right with Mookie. Mookie dookie.
You know, that's actually a felony to send you animal waste in the mail. And I just because I used to do that.
Umar Johnson it.
They sure did. And they sent him who was it, him or somebody else got the white chocolate penis?
It was him, and he told us, and nobody knew about it. I was like, why would you tell us that?
I bet he ate the hell out of that chocolate slow.
Don, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Please make sure you hit the like button.
Y'all be good. I'm gonna talk to y'all in the new year.
All right.
All right, y'all. Y'all
Happy
be
New
good.
Year, everybody. Happy third day of Kwanzaa, 5th day of Christmas.
Y'all niggas ain't on my level. Bye.
Bye. Y'all so wrong.